Some great names there, Rick, no doubt about that. And when you think that these two teams between them have won just one flag in the last 48 years, it's scary, because Collingwood have been in so many grand finals and the Doggies have promised a lot.
1954, a long time ago. Overcast day, terrific day to play footy. Interchanges for the Bulldogs: Higgins, Anderson, McMahon a surprise, and Harbrough. And for Collingwood, Holland, Burns, Dick and Bryan. There's the Prez. At the moment, in good spirits. Sunday football at the Dome then. Umpires this afternoon: Margetts, Chamberlain and McInerney. Underway, and the stakes are high in front of a sellout crowd. Good bounce. Fraser has to wait. Street over the top. Swan with the outside of the boot. Goes down towards half forward. Gilby and Maxwell. Maxwell did well. Cleared a path for O'Brien. Goes from 50. Telling kick. Rocker in position A. Takes the mark. Stumbles Goldwood and kicks it. How's that for a start?
And the reason it happened, and what a wonderful start it is for the Pies, but the reason was Nick Maxwell. He's had some very big roles at the start of the year already. He's playing defensive on, but he opened the space and allowed his teammate to run through. And Rocker, well, he just judged that so much better. But that, Nick Maxwell, is your goal.
18 seconds, that's how long that one took. We've had a lot of quick goals, I reckon, this season, and that's about as quick as it gets. So Rocker on the board, and so are Collingwood. Crosses, quick kick. Thomas, well done. What a prospect he is to Fraser. So a number 2 to a number 1 draft pick. Fraser at centre wing. As Tim said, he's had a couple of very good weeks going in. That's not a good start for him. Jiansur Kuza to half forward. Prestigiacomo away from Darcy. Gets a second crack, run down, gone. And the advantage now given. Ray's kick, Cooney's got it.
Too strong, Cooney. They got it in quick. Wonderful second effort by Luke Darcy. That's the reason that the Bulldogs got the ball back inside, attacking 50. Have a look at it here. Great tackle. Presti had time, didn't realise that Luke Darcy was still giving a second effort, and now Cooney's got a shot on goal. Good working for each other at the moment by both sides.
30 goals last year for Cooney. 12 so far this season. Had a big match in the elimination final against the Maggies last year. This to square it up. It's a fast start to what should be a fast match.
Well, it's been a big build-up all week, Bruce. Both sides, as Tim Watson said earlier, looking to be the number 1 side here in Victoria. And the centre clearance has just become that more important. Josh Fraser, who's been in wonderful form. Just watching Cooney there, though. Too strong for Rhys Shaw. He won't want to be in a one-on-one competition. Peter Street and Fraser are going to have a wonderful tussle in the centre circle all day.
Ray and Cooney getting early touches. Back in the middle. It's a goal apiece. Over the top, Street knocks towards half forward. Thomas came off the line. Well done. Needs support. O'Brien needs to release. It was pushed in the back initially. Strange effort there by Ackermanis. Well done, Davis. Jams it on the boot. Lockyer. Collingwood have got the numbers here. They can't get the ball out, though. Gilby is taken down. Is he holding it? They dodge a bullet there, the Bulldogs. 1 on 3 it was.
They certainly did too. Ackermanis had the opportunity to tackle. Opted to push, probably the wrong option.
West was taken high.
Scott West.
He'll get the free kick then. Scotty West, averaging 30 possessions a game this season, despite his season's low of 20 last week. This is Griffin. Gilby, left half back. Goes short towards the wing, coming across on the angle. Morris. Resolute defender to space. White knocks it to his own advantage. And/or Ackermanis, 75 metres out. Johnson checks off the ball. Almost the mark. Shaw had it, lost it. Prestigiacomo missed it. Johnson on his knees. On the snap. Bounces at right angles. Hit the post. Again. And the posters continue to rack up. Good wood, Bruce.
Wrong end for you, though, Dennis. You like that other end.
Got to start somewhere, Bruce.
Didak. On the burst, Johnson.
Good run.
Not the first Ben Johnson I've seen on the burst over the years. Lockyer at centre wing. Goes to centre half forward. Neat kick. Rocker. Pendlebury. You talked about him earlier, Ox. He was caught up that time. Back to Rocker. And with a wild one. Misses the lot.
May have been out of bounds on the full on that occasion, but Rocker looked sharp. His first couple of efforts at the footy, just showing his presence. He's one of those players that just commands presence. He almost owned the forward line by himself.
When you look around the ground, they're just great matchups, left, right and centre.
Well, that's the story so far, Bruce. One-on-one, no numbers back, having a shootout here.
Left, White and West. White kicked it to West. As the short one comes to Boyd. Pardon me, Bruce. Just rambling. Across half back is Boyd. Enjoying a fine season. High ball. Hahn behind. Got hands to it. Couldn't hang on. Swan goes after it. Tackle taken down. Eagleton falling to the ground. Cross. Interesting again by Ackermanis. Now is scramble and the umpire whistles it up.
Just some of the key matchups. Brad Johnson being picked up by Harry O'Brien. He'll know what work rate's all about by the end of the day. Ben Johnson being picked up by Acker.
Street plays it down. Ray out of the congestion. Johnson was at hands in the back. No free kick. Prestigiacomo made the error. O'Brien helped him out. Reece Shaw spears a pass. Fraser forward of half back. Draws Ackermanis. Goes to Johnson. Been busy. Thomas into the oncoming Morris. Morris gets a hand pass away. Here's Cooney inside the centre square. Gian Siracusa takes the mark at right half forward. 65 metres out. Darcy. Gian Siracusa, terrific last week. He started well again today.
What do you reckon? Luke Darcy looked up then, saw Gian Siracusa had it and knew that he was going to get it laces out. And as a forward, that is the most perfect of perfect kicks. Poor turnover, though, by Collingwood in the midfield.
Luke Darcy. Seven goals from 10 set shots this season to stretch the lead after Collingwood got the opening goal inside 20 seconds. Darcy, who got better the longer it went last week. Accurate kick.
It's that time of the year when
I'm lost, can't do my...
So where did you used to teach?
I used to teach at Collingwood Primary.
Oh. Darcy set the first goal up with the tackle on Presti and then kicked the second. And Gian Siracusa big in the assists this season. That stat, and also in short kicks doing it again. Boyd. So the Bulldogs have responded here. Gian Siracusa to Morris, who's been pretty sharp early. Wild kick. Street runs onto it. This'll be something. Lopes along the big giraffe. And misses. Oh, I was getting excited.
They didn't allow for the camber, Bruce.
A giraffe.
Well, it was a big long lope.
It was a great shepherd there by Farron Ray also, just to give him the room to explode into the 50.
And then Swan got it. Amazing plays the footy. Shaw out of the back pocket. This is Johnson. Takes on Ackermanis. Well done, Acker. Well picked up O'Brien. Looks back towards the middle. Floats one inside the defensive 50 to Shaw, who comes out to his brother. This is Reece Shaw, hard against the boundary line towards half forward, sitting Davis at task. Gilby knocks it out of bounds. What a terrific start to the game.
Well, it is because they're playing one-on-one football. Both coaches believe that they've got the players that can actually win the game. So they're going to say, go out there, beat your opponent, and we'll win the match.
Unlike the debris last night at the MCG. Flicked down behind the pack there by Street. Tuvey. Run off the football. This is Holland back last week after missing 6. Swings it down towards the pocket. Oh, terrific. Rocker. A lot of humanity to move.
And when the ball came in, Dale Thomas had to make the decision, will I get into Rocker's space or will I hold back? Very smart decision by Dale Thomas, because Rocker, he's a big boy, just waited there, and too strong for Harris. Just planted that big rump.
Yeah, we've said it before, when he starts to go back, he beeps. He's about 25 metres out.
He's sharp, Dennis. He's very sharp today.
Love him on the forward line. Never shows his emotions. He's a real pro. Rocker right behind him.
Gee.
Even pros have bad days. This ball towards the boundary. Gilby taken away by Lockyer. Well done, Lockyer. Thomas is on if he can get him the football. Lockyer decides to kick at goal and misses. But that actually amplifies the point I was making about Rocker. He doesn't put the head down. He doesn't sulk. He just gets on with it.
No, his body language is first class. A couple of changes for the Pies. Davis and O'Brien on. Burns and Holland off. And Darcy just coming off for Higgins.
It was really interesting, that last bit of play with Harris. Just so scared to put the hands in the back of Rocker. It was actually a great replay to see what was happening. And this is talk about great. Harris on the burst. It was a magnificent kick to him, and he kicks inside 50. O'Brien against Johnson. Out of play. There's Fraser, who started. He's had a lot of the footy in the last 2 weeks.
That's what Harris has got to do, Bruce. Take Rocker out of the forward 50, make him work, be a part of the ball going on the transfer.
Darcy also sitting it out, we noticed. Street down to Gianser Kuza. Tuvey helped it on its way with Johnson.
Holland back on. He's now picking up West. So a big move there. Mick will be very aware of Scotty West's capability if he gets his hand on the footy.
So Bryan and Street to go at it. Gee, Tuvey stiff not to get a free kick there. And then Holland sort of hacks it away and gets some distance. Lockyer outnumbered. Gilby sweating at the back. Rolling ball. Chance for Maxwell. Did well. To Burns. Did very well. To Cloak. Cloak on the left. Good looking kick. A chance. Oh, well done, Harris. And poor old Cloak, Dennis, you got a feel for him. He can't. I mean, he's 7:15 going in. There was nothing wrong with that.
No, not his fault there. Harris did brilliantly.
Except Tarkin Lockyer was free inside 50.
No, something wrong with it. There's Thomas. Feeds it back to Tuvey. Forward of the wing, Tuvey. Goes down towards the attacking 50. Well done, Morris. Knocks it away from Cloak. It's out of bounds.
Well, still 1-on-1. No numbers back. And if we keep that for the afternoon, we're in for a very entertaining game of football.
Pensive Josh Fraser on the boundary. Street has been dominant early in this game. This is Swan at the back of the pack, 70 metres out, hooks it back. Gilby did well. All Bulldogs in front. Hargrave to space. Higgins cleverly read it in flight brilliantly. Now he runs away from Goldsack to 50, lines up and kicks a goal. Oh, Tyson Goldsack, welcome to the big time.
Fantastic play there. It all started from defence, though. The good punch away there by Gilby. Discipline. Hargrave stayed down. Got it out to Higgins, who just read the ball a little bit better than what Goldsack did. And you know that he can finish. He's one of the best finishers in the side. Rocket Eady just brought him on. There was a quick change with him and Darcy. A super move there. Higgins will punish you every time he gets the footy.
So a couple of 19-year-olds together. 38 Goldsack in his first match. 19 Higgins, who does have the X factor. And when he kicks one goal, and if you look up his stats, he normally gets a couple in a match. He was very good early against the Demons last week. Collingwood inside 50. They need the next goal after Rocker scored within 20 seconds of the opening of the match. Morris got it from Hargrave. Back to Hahn. Cross, clever. Hargrave pounced upon. Tackle as soon as he got it.
Really good pressure there. Collingwood have gone short. Very small up in their forward line.
Poor bounce, and neither of the ruckmen were able to get a crack at it. Darcy towing the line. So Burns with it. Just outside 50. Just sets it up. Rock at the target. Chance for Dick off the ground. Good attempt. Sorry. Just about knocked you over, Dennis. Sorry about that. Hargrave.
Runs out of the back pocket. Ackermanis, strong grab. Quality opposition.
Good contest already there, Dennis, between Johnson and Ackermanis.
Ray could be the man. Ackermanis flirts with the idea. Now sends one high towards the attacking 50, not the place for it. Prestigiacomo virtually uncontested. He's at centre-half back. Michael! 11 points the difference. Collingwood off the pace at the moment. Pendlebury, a revelation in the last month. Looking down towards half forward. Cloak comes on a searching lead, hands to it, couldn't hang on, and it's out of bounds. Big crowd, lots of atmosphere. A club on the rise against a perennial power. Bryan slaps it wide. Getting back, Ackermanis. Better early today across the ground. Jan Siracusa on a collision course with Maxwell, took him down. Ball jarred out of there. Prestigiacomo did well. 3 Dogs to 2 Magpies. Morris taken down. Dick has it now. Shy of half forward. Prestigiacomo ambushed. Well played, Holland. Down to Dick. 70 metres out. Rocker behind. Not required. Cloak comes in and takes the mark.
And Harris just looking to see if the hands were in the back then. I think Rocker thought that he also put the hands in the back, but Cloak front position.
Yep.
We have a look at the ball coming in here. No, benefit of the doubt.
As Bruce mentioned, goal's not easy for this young man, but this is a tough angle. It's about where they kicked them from. 5-11 from set shots this year. Well, that's pretty good. Must have been wider before.
Got it.
Doggies coach looks on, Rodney Eade. Cloak running into some good form. His last 3 weeks, 1 goal, 2 and 3. Now, kick's going to give him a whole lot of confidence. Holland, for not the first time today, hacking forward. Good mark by Morris.
Jeez, that's brave.
He had to stand for a long time. Now, Griffin, this has got to be very accurate. Ray was always going to have a bit of a problem. Locker's his problem at the moment, and then Dick. It's impressive, isn't he, young Dick, as he goes to Davis. Davis sweetly to Didak. Well done, Griffin, that time to get across and belt it out of play.
Pretty hard in it at the moment. Collingwood 21-11 in contested possessions. Just getting numbers to the ball. When you've got more numbers around it, you're more often than not going to win it.
Acker sitting it out.
Pushing it back. Josh Fraser's free kick. You're just pushing him in the back. Play on.
So against Darcy, Lockyer to Johnson.
Dylan, 1 metre. Thank you.
Rocker now goes, and Johnson goes to Rocker in the pocket. Gilby to try and get in the hole. Harris had the run, belted it away. Bouncing ball for Hargrave. Cross. Gee, Collingwood were quick then. Maxwell, Tuvey, Burns gone. Ball up. Down to you, Rick.
Yeah, a few minutes ago, Nick Maxwell shirt-fronted Cameron White off the ball, and Cam White ended up with a cork thigh out of it. So just watch him as he's picking up Travis Cloak. He's got a big task ahead of him.
Bounce inside the 50. There's Cloak. And White. A scramble around the football. Cross. Maxwell knocked it out of there. Darcy goes after it. Eagleton trying to bullock his way through, going nowhere. Tough football to win. And the umpire whistles it up. Interesting, David. Ackermanis off the ground. It says something about the stakes this afternoon. Last week, Rodney Eade had a lot of patience. Not today.
Well, they did, and he got it towards the end of the game, didn't he? He had 11 possessions in that last quarter. And might want to use his run towards the end.
Turvey to Davis. Brilliant stuff.
Set play. They just don't happen, those set sorts of play. Have a look at this. Over the top, they knew. Davis, they'd spoken about that before the bounce. No doubt, he knew exactly what was happening. Started right there, and we see him take off from McMahon. Got to get goal side of Leon Davis. He's a goal sneak. He's good at it, and he will learn very quickly because the runner will be out to him to say, get goal side.
Beautiful team goal. Since Higgins' goal, it's been 5 inside 50s for Collingwood against 0 for the Doggies. Collingwood in front for the second time today. Boyd, Darcy, didn't steady, just banged it on his boot. Hahn underneath it. Prestigiacomo with him. Johnson. No free kick. He may have been a bit stiff. Addison in the pocket. Centering kick is a good one. Ray flew. Goldsack at the back. Holland's first quarter's been good. O'Brien hacks it around the corner. Hahn all over Presti. Out to Addison. Over the top of Addison is Swan. Ball still not out. Holding it.
Come out, hold there, Dylan, hold.
Good decision. We all know the rule now. If you dive on it, got to get it out.
Swan to O'Brien. And O'Brien out wide.
Got the loose.
And Collingwood are going now as Shaw's away.
To Holland, who drives it down to half-forward. Didak. 7 goals in the last 2 weeks. 65 metres out, pulls it back. Too abrupt, although West dropped it. O'Brien in trouble. Dick back to O'Brien. Kicks it down towards full forward. Good grab taken down there in defence by Hargrave.
They got out of jail there, the Bulldogs, because they were zoning in the middle of the ground and didn't watch the flanks. And that's where Collingwood will cut you up if you're not careful.
McMahon got it from Boyd. Dropped it. Still ample time to go back to Boyd, who releases another runner. This is Gilby. Lovely kick. Brad Johnson takes the mark. 45 metres out.
Just watching the ball come in there. They had the loose on the wing. He's going to get it on quickly.
Vacant goal square, sensing that he heads for home. It could bounce through. Did Shaw touch it? I don't think so. Oh, quick thinking. Wonderful goal by the skipper.
Can't buy that. Cannot buy how good Brad Johnson can be at times. He just thinks so quickly. Double backed on O'Brien on that occasion. He got back on the mark. He had a quick look and he said, well, if no one's going to be in there, I'm going to go. It's right on my limit. And Reece Shaw just missed. It was good transfer by the Doggies. They came down the outer wing and used it really well. Numbers.
Thanks, guys.
Johnson, Darcy, Cooney, Higgins, the goal scorers for the Doggies. They're 4 leading goal kickers coming in today. Back in front. What a great start to what promised to be a great match. Davis, Hargrave, Maxwell to run him down. Pendlebury to try and poach it. McMahon, he started on the interchange. Holland's had a good opening term. Cloak. It's like an irresistible force against the immovable object, this footy at the moment. Collingwood forcing forward. Aubrey stopped and propped and then got it forward. Oh, Morris not quite. Didak's clever.
High tackle! High tackle, Alan Didak!
2 occasions now the Bulls come in and 2 Doggies players have fought for the mark. Now the endeavour's there to go for the ball. Just need to have more torque. That's sloppy. Gave the ball off. Really sloppy there.
If you could put a temperature on a footy, I reckon it was about as hot as it got for about a minute there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't get it.
Well, what a star this guy is. The big knee at the end of last year. Big season last year. Won the Copeland, 40-odd goals.
And they love him, don't they, the Collingwood Army?
Kicked 3 on Anzac Day, had a week off, kicked 4 against Carlton. You'd back him in here 9 times out of 10. He doesn't let you down. He's larger than life, is Didak, isn't he?
But he just brings that experience. Rocker, who has been down there for all of last year, he just adds that bit of experience where got a very young side in here. Wonderful player. And all the players talk about him so highly. They rate him. They know how important he is to their side. And 4 goals last week would suggest that he is back.
Thanks, Das. Josh, how's the footy? Just run the footy, fellas.
Collingwood by a point. Seesawing affair at the Dome. Sunday footy. Darcy decisively down to the running Boyd. Inside the centre square finds Johnson. Yes, well, almost. It's spilled out. Found it on the ground. Gian Siracusa kicks it down towards full forward. Now this is Goldsack in the back pocket. Good looking kick. In front cross off hands. Maxwell. No one to go to. West. Meters in the clear. Maxwell follows up that hand pass. Addison, Darcy, long hand pass. Gilby has to wait. Man stays off him, goes looking for Johnson in the pocket. O'Brien did well a couple of times there. Johnson in trouble, not the one they were looking for. Down he goes, holding the ball. Harbrow, I think, might get the free kick, or will it be Cooney? It'll be Cooney.
It's Cooney, and his second efforts have really improved this year. He's over his osteitis, which means that he can do the second efforts.
And then you throw it out.
8 tackles against Melbourne, and you know that he's going to do that up on the forward line. And that's where Rocket's got him, Bruce. Just loves him up there because you know he's always going to give you a second and third effort.
I reckon there's no risk. The coach has been in his ear this week. Cooney just doing enough recently. Chance to get his second goal, and he's done it.
It's only the first term, but it's game on. Both sides just going at it. One-on-one footy all over the ground. Everywhere we've got contests. Great game of footy. Great tackle there by Cooney. Ben Johnson's been wonderful. Saw Ackermanis off the ground. Got to be quick, though. Cooney's second effort, as we said. Rocket will be delighted with that. Cameron White came off after giving that free kick away to Didak.
Dennis, what month did the final start?
Oh, they may have already started this afternoon. It's a tug of war, isn't it?
It's been a brilliant opening, hasn't it? 9-goal opening term, goal for goal, basically. Thomas belts it away from Griffin. Swan, West. Swan did well just to get a foot to it and get it forward by 15. McMahon, Swan again, goes towards full forward. Harris, well done. And then exposes Rocket with some pace. Down the line, Gian Siracusa waits. They've got the numbers. Cross, that was quick. West, well played. That is so typical of West and Cross to Griffin. Goes with a wobbly one. Now Johnson normally clever here. Gian Siracusa misses. Oh, that would have been good.
And Michael Malthouse is rolling the dice, Dave, because Goldsack is picking up Gian Siracusa. Ackermanis came onto the ground. Goldsack was going to take him. They reshuffled them.
What it does, though, Dennis, it makes you learn very, very quickly.
Well, as long as it's not too costly. Thomas comes to shore. Every time I see Goldsack, I keep listening for Shirley Bassey on the PA. There's Ben Johnson, forward of half-back, kicks beyond the wing. Pendlebury played it cleverly, but weight of numbers tell the story. Griffin hard against the line, punishing kick. Johnson on Ackermanis, loose at the back, taken by Shaw, hard against the line, pinpoints it beautifully. And O'Brien, fine servant of the Magpies for a number of seasons, to Swan. A little chip short of half forward. Didak, like a base runner going to second, slides in. Has the ball forward at the wing. Josh Fraser takes the mark in front of Streets.
Really worked out well inside there, attacking 50, and Rocket Eve will be pretty upset with it because Rocket was able to put on a bit of a screen. Just gave him enough time to get loose. Really good play here. That's where it was. We just kind of missed it, but beautifully played between the big full forward and the ruckman.
Big kick this one. Josh Fraser, the #1 pick in the draft of '99, a priority pick for just 4 wins the previous season. When they kicked like that, it goes towards the pocket, off hands. Morris kept it in. Hargrave in trouble, but he's going to get a free kick. Now it's holding the ball advantage is paid. Dick gets the goal. Well, I have sympathy for defenders.
I know exactly what you're saying there, Dennis, because he didn't want to take it out because he knew he'd get pinged for deliberate.
Yeah.
There's not many other options you can do. Tried to keep it in. Still, the decision was there. Just dropped the ball. And Dick finished it off really well.
Morris could have almost let the ball roll over. I think it was doing the job for him.
Yeah.
Just another good contest, though. One-on-one contests all around the ground. That's the story here at the moment.
Mickey's come down onto the bench. Coached the doggies, didn't he? A while back, a long while back now. All square, Harbrow out of the centre. Gian Siracusa's had a bright start to the match. He's been very clever this season at setting goals up with short kicks and does it again. Up 15. Hahn. Harbrow, well done. Addison. So a couple of youngsters, Eagleton on the wrong side. So John Siracusa a bit further away, and that one was too cute. You can have too much of a good thing, it seems.
Tim Watson said that Heath Shaw's in All-Australian form. Pretty hard to disagree with that at the moment.
O'Brien, clever kick to Lockyer. Milestone game for him. Good kick. Fraser at centre wing.
Got one player back now, the Bulldogs. Jordan McMahon went back. Collingwood have dropped a player back onto him.
Fraser towards half forward then. Cloak and Bryant made a meal of it. At the back, the clever kick coming out, pinpoints the ball. Harris onto the chest of Eagleton.
Thanks, mate.
Thinks about going across the ground. Now running from behind the mark, John Siracusa settles on the wing, looks inside the forward 50. Again, Brad Johnson. Too strong that time. Generally, O'Brien's been good in the air. Johnson takes him on, dragged down, well done O'Brien. Goldsack over the top, Didak at half-back, slips it away. This is Shaw. Heath Shaw runs from half-back on the siren. And what a blistering affair. 33 apiece, 5-3 apiece at quarter time on Sunday football.
This is one-on-one footy. It is only quarter time, but it is an absolute beauty. Just going to get better from here.
5-3 to 5-3.
The teacher who made a real difference.
Make sure we cover absolutely desperately.
Victoria's own Mr. Chips.
During World War I, really tough times.
Some of sport's biggest names can thank this man.
Beautiful.
He's a good judge. You've got to give him credit for that.
Ray's Story, tomorrow at 6.
Don't forget Max. Oh.
Morning, Max.
Morning.
Okay, we're here, kids.
Kilometres at 93 cents. That's $7.50, thanks.
Amy can help reduce your car's running costs. By choosing Amy Flexi Premiums, our new car insurance customers saved an average of $311. Switch today and save.
Lucky yours, Amy.
The honour of wearing the red, white and blue is something you hold pretty close to your heart.
Off the field and on the field, we're a pretty tight-knit bunch, and it reflects in the way we play footy. The association with Peter Jackson and the footy club is terrific for us. There's probably a few blokes that will tell you that they look the best, like Gia and Geordie. Well, it's good to have a good game day suit. Very stylish. It's yeah, very nice fitting. Well, you feel comfortable in it, you know, makes you look good. It's good to have that confidence, and I think we do that as a team.
Peter Jackson.
I switched from Telstra to Sol.
Because I got a better mobile deal.
Sol reaches 95% of Australia.
They were the first round here with high-speed broadband.
Sol have it all. Broadband, mobile, home phone.
They're totally Australian and totally competitive. And that's good for business.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
I'm sold.
Call 1334 44 and never have to talk to Telstra again. From the 1st of July, all areas inside licensed venues will be smoke-free. Authorised by the Victorian Government, Melbourne.
You've seen the record-breaking movie. Now see Disney on Ice presents Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo live on ice. Join Nemo, Dory, Bruce and the Tank Gang in a breathtaking display of colour, laughter and ocean-sized fun for the whole family. See all your favourite fish friends like you've never seen them before. Catch Crush, the coolest turtle to cruise the currents, and join Marlin in his heartwarming quest to find his son Nemo at Rod Laver Arena in the school holidays from July 4 to 9, on sale now.
It's raining big savings on Stihl Minibus chainsaws. Upgrade to the world's leading brand and save up to a massive $100 off selected Stihl Minibus chainsaws. Rainmaking savings must end soon from your Stihl specialist dealer network, Australia-wide.
Lapine people handle with care the emotions of your family and loved ones. 24 hours a day, every day of the year, you can turn to the people at Lapine Funeral Services.
It's the Super 7-Day Sale at Kmart with an explosive 25% off men's and kids' clothing, excluding underwear, socks, hosiery and sleepwear. That's 25% off men's and kids' clothing. Plus, find more sparkling savings in store this week at Kmart.
Seven's coverage of the 2007 Toyota AFL Premiership season proudly brought to you by the premier partner, Toyota. Footy. Oh, what a feeling.
Just one of the many highlights from the opening term. For the first time this quarter in any match, scores level at quarter time. 5-3 apiece. What took your eye in the first quarter, Tim?
I love this Collingwood stoppage set play in the first quarter. In their forward line, inside their 50. As we see Mick Malthouse there just instructing his players at quarter time. Here it is. Third man up, Tuvey over the top to Leon Davis. Goal. And that was just a magnificent construction. Just watch this again. Fraser against Darcy, Tuvey over the top. McMahon just loses his man, not much space there, and that was a wonderful finish.
It sure was. Let's go down to Ricky Olorenshaw with Chris Grant.
Christy Grant, very entertaining first quarter, and this game's just getting hotter and hotter, isn't it?
It is, Ricky. It's incredible. It's actually been a really entertaining game of footy. I'd like to think as a current player that we could be a little bit more in front, but I'm sure the actual supporters for both teams are here enjoying what they're watching.
And you had your groin operate on just before round one. When are you back, mate? That's what everyone wants to know.
Well, yeah, disappointing that was ended up being right on the eve of the start of the year, but around about round 12 senior team. So I'm hoping to get him maybe a half with Werribee when the guys have a bye between 11 and 12, and hopefully front up, if Rodney will have me, at around about round 12.
Well, I'm sure they'll have you back. The Bulldogs are coming into a very good era, aren't they? I'm sure that gives you great motivation to get back for the second half of the year.
Oh, it does. It does. Look, it was disappointing having to get the operation right on the start of the year, but at the same time, it was my only hope to get back. And you know, I could have just given it away then, but the way and the boys are continuing to improve, and also what the future holds is the motivation for me to get back. So whilst I'm there in the second half of the year, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we can't wait to see you back out there. Got you, mate. Thanks.
Thanks, mate.
So unlucky not to be a Brownlow medalist. Start of the second term, 33 apiece. Sunday football under cloudy skies at the Dome. Street and Bryan. Street again decisively. Cooney, West, touch ball, floats down towards half forward. Thomas, wonderful courage. Went back, took the mark. Well, as it wasn't a mark. One bounce, runs to the wing. Probing kick, Didak up early. Interfered with Morris, who'll take the free.
Just looking a little bit proppy too there, Didak, when he came down. Just keep an eye on that.
Morris, at left half back.
Eyes up.
Street is on the wing. Gilby offers, that's ignored. Street wants it long. Morris thinking that's the best target, certainly the most visible. Up goes the big guy, hands to it, couldn't hang on. Eagleton claimed immediately. Now we'll have a bounce.
Just an interesting thing from the first quarter. Heath and Reece Shaw only one handball received each, which is well below what they've been racking up in the last couple of weeks.
Free kick poked out. Not sure where it's going, to the Dogs by the look of it. Bit of confusion here. Coming back to West.
Shane McInerney has just found that off the ball.
Oh, whoever was on Scott. Then I want you then. Scott, just come round your mark, please.
Just working out who the perpetrator was.
Nice mark side manner.
Scott.
Please.
Griffin.
Well, they've got the numbers back now, the Pies.
So in the heart of the centre square, very long kick to full forward. Giacomo and Hahn together. Ackermanis, handball was clever. Johnson back in board. Oh, they've done it again for the second time. Scotty West and another player from the Dogs. She's unlucky not to get a holding there. And then Cooney tries to get through. West, Eagleton's a chance from there. Really good chance. Brilliant kick.
Tuvey's been picking up Eagleton. Just lost him on that occasion. We've seen a couple of times now the ball's come in. Just with Scotty West. That's just like a talk. But the players are going at the footings. You can't deny that. And really good there by Cooney. Just getting that toughness in his game. You give Eagleton half a chance and he'll bury it every time. Beautiful finish.
Ricky Olorenshaw.
Well, I mentioned Cam White got shirt fronted by Maxwell in the first quarter. He got a cork thigh. You can see the physio trying to loosen up that buttock. That's where he got hit, and Hargraves had to go to cloak.
Once again, the hands of Scott West, so influential. Davis out of the middle, got it from Bryan. High ball, getting to his feet, cloak.
There, Ryan. Thanks, mate.
Well, he fell over, but had the poise just to keep his eye on the ball. I was watching down in the goal square because Gilby's picking up Josh Fraser, and that certainly is a mismatch. But Cloak, like Rocker, the big tall forwards, very different forward line to that of the Bulldogs. It's tall, the Bulldogs are small, but all looking sharp at the moment.
Just trading goals. Cloak kicks and misses. Well, he got a beauty earlier, but he's been racked with inaccuracy so far this season.
Has a tendency to lean back on the kick den and always skews off the outside of the boot when that occurs.
Gilby, centimetre perfect to himself. Plays on, almost the fumble, runs out of defence, goes to Street. It's been very good. Across half back. No guessing what he wants to do. Forced to kick it though towards half forward. Eagleton set a task, flying over the top. Tuvey. Thomas the crumb knocks it back towards his defensive 50. Went looking for Holland, was well short of the mark. Going over the top there was Cooney. It's out of bounds though.
Good play there by Street. He got it on the half-back line, and most of the Collingwood players thought that he was going to go short. Went long, just mixing it up.
And then got a good tap away to Eagleton, who kicks to about 30 metres. Getting back in a hurry was Shaw, and happy to concede there. That ball got pretty dangerous for a moment, Eagleton's. It was running quickly. Heath Shaw and Lindsay Gilby. Just what roles will they play today? Both great players off half-back to set up for their respective teams. Shaw out towards his brother. Prestige Ukoma got involved. Ackermanis to Street, to West, to Griffin, who tucks it under his arm. He's looked good today, Griffin. Finds Gian Siracusa, who's probably the outstanding player in the opening quarter with 9 disposals. Goes to full forward. Johnson's at the back. Thomas paddles it and finds the line.
You're right about Griffin, starting to get his hands on the footing. And when he does that, he's been well below his best. When he starts getting his hands on the ball, like Gilby, they use it so well.
Lockyer to Johnson on the defensive 50. Reece Shaw works in front, could have almost got it free. Ackermanis knocks it away and it trickles out of bounds.
Well, Lindsay Gilby's still picking up Josh Fraser, and what they'll be trying to do there is make sure that the ball doesn't come in long to a one-out competition between those two. He'll be the running off player off half-back.
Street again down to Cooney. Street, certainly the Bulldogs' most influential player right now, dominating these contests, generally to good effect. Bryan does well this time, works in front. Street, though, reaching over the top, goes after the football. West was in there, so to Cross. He's dragged down. Pendlebury on top of him. And a bounce.
Just a lot tighter here at the moment with Dennis.
It's tossed up. Bryan won that one. Well done. Swan, his 10th possession. Pendlebury wriggles free. He's at half forward. High ball, mismatch down here. Well done. Gilby got in front of Fraser, knocked it on the ground. Chance for Harris, went to ground, slips it back to McMahon, to Gilby, chased back towards his own goal and concedes.
Well, you said it just a moment ago, Bruce, that Heath Shaw and Gilby, well, they've had one handball each through the behinds.
Matching one another. They're going stride for stride. Gilby, they might be both going for that one spot in the All-Australian team at the end of this year. Gilby managing it last season. But Collingwood without an All-Australian out there today. Their 2 All-Australians are Clement and Buckley over the years. But some of these boys, you reckon, will be there shortly. Hargrave, dropped by Boyd. He wants to kick this in. Boundary umpire might have been sympathetic. Hargrave got it back to Cross, so a slower build-up. They're being careful. Gilby, he was very clever there, and then under the pump, had to kick into the centre. They have been messy, and Bryan's a long kick. Gilby and Fraser. Gee, Gilby has done well in those little contests. And then Hargrave belts it away as far as he can go. Pendlebury and Griffin, some young talent there. Good umpiring, let it go. Ray trying to find some space. McMahon's little kick, good to cross.
Cross on the wing. Griffin into space. Goes inside the forward 50, Ackermanis.
Beautiful.
Ackermanis, the men are on long. Boyd could be the target. Boyd's got it, he's through. Open goal, bang.
Mum, Jack's dropped his dinosaur.
I can see it. Hang on, I'll get it for you.
I'm sorry, mate. I got it well done. Yeah. How do you spell that again? Puss!
It only takes a split second to lose your concentration.
Shane Warne discusses hair loss.
There's different things for different people. For me, I'm growing my own hair. I'm having the laser therapy, you know, and my life hasn't changed. It's got better. So I wanted to make sure that I was getting the best, and Advanced Hair are definitely the best.
Call Advanced Hair Studio now.
Good morning, Peterson, Peterson, Peterson and Fluffy. One moment, please.
Sam! Phone!
Thinking of getting back into the workforce?
I'll just have her paged for you.
With over 1,400 accredited job course options, TAFE is the way to go. Web search TAFE Victoria to find out how.
Samantha!
Authorised by the Victorian Government, Melbourne.
Find out why more and more people are racing down to TeleChoice to get a bonus JBL speaker with a stylish Nokia N73 on the Optus 49 cap plan. It's a great deal made even better. Hurry in and see for yourself what makes TeleChoice the people's choice.
Experience the power and the value. For a limited time, selected Husqvarna chainsaws are supplied with a robust and durable carry case. Valued at $79, absolutely free. Chainsaws starting from a low $3.99. Visit a Husqvarna specialist dealer today.
Hey, Mark, are Fujitsu giving away free money?
That's right, Jason. Fujitsu free money.
What do you do?
Easy. Buy any Fujitsu inverter split system air conditioner and get a $250 prepaid Visa card.
Or buy a Fujitsu inverter multi or inverter ducted system
and get a prepaid Visa card worth $500.
You can use it for purchases.
Or you can take cash out from selected ATMs where Visa is accepted. Don't miss out.
Race in for your Fujitsu free money.
No wonder Fujitsu is Australia's favourite air.
Right now, Toyota means business, no matter what business you're into. Get Camry Altice Auto, 30,888 drive away with free 12-month Toyota comprehensive motor insurance and roadside assist during Toyota's end of financial year event.
It was like slicing a beautiful avocado there, wasn't it? The way he opened them up. Acker, what a kick.
Change has been made now. Maxwell is now being picked up by Gilby. Fraser into the centre.
So a two-goal game now. Dogs had a similar margin in the opening term. Lockyear's kick inside the 50. Maxwell front spot. Holland, Pendlebury to Didac. Back to O'Brien. Davis in the pocket.
Should whirl around here.
So Davis to Fraser.
Was he saying Leon or play on? I think the Bulldog on the mark was confused.
Coming off to Leon. That's good though. Peter Street was zoning the space. Leon said, well, if you're going to do that, Streety, I'll reward our big ruckman who just drifted down into a little bit of space of his own.
Last couple of weeks he's had 40 disposals all up at 18 marks, Fraser. Kicks from 50. Strong and long. Oh, it's a good kick, isn't it?
Well, it's not often you hear the Magpie Army out voice, but I reckon here today, the Doggies, not much of a crowd noise there when Fraser kicked it, but really smart play there by Leon. That's rewarding, and that's making you very accountable for your opponent. Peter Street just zoning off and looked after him beautifully. He'll get a tap down in the next couple of quarters off Fraser just as a payback.
Leon Davis off the ground, back in the middle, Fraser and Street. Good bounce, Street waited, Burns lays it off, Shaw, or rather Swan had it smothered off the boot. Down goes Ray, and that ball not coming out anytime soon. Aaron Ray flapping around like a recently landed perch there. Just released the football, didn't want to know. Street directs it down. Swan coming through. West, was he taken high? Well, the umpire a long way from the action. Umpire Margetts called it from about 60 metres.
Which was really strange, Dennis, because there was an umpire only metres away.
I think he may have been blindsided, though. Bodies in between him and Scott West, coming up for his 11th possession. Best effort against Collingwood is 40, round 9 last season. Heath Shaw was up, couldn't hang on. Pendlebury, clever. Johnson comes away in the bright sunshine. Telling kick. That avoids half forward. Harris over the top. Missed the mark. Rocker, can he release it? Yes, he scrambles it out to Swan. Here's a chance for the Magpies. Oh, fickle bounce. Went to Cross. Cross goes to ground. Back to Harris. Shrugs the tackle. Goes to West. To Cross. Cross releases the football to Boyd. Coming at him is Thomas. Not a bad hand pass under the circumstances. It comes across to Higgins. Cops it up to a teammate in Harbrow. Harbrow snaps and misses.
Gee, what an exciting match at the moment. Just being played through the midfield. As we said, some great matchups. It has been one-on-one. The Doggies occasionally dropping a player back, but other than that, it's just player on player.
It's going to be some exhausted players at half-time. They're already feeling the pinch, a few of them. This is Goldsack, Tyson Goldsack, first AFL game today. What a match to start. Lockyer to Burns. Good kick, isn't it? It's a great kick to Cloak. He's an imposing figure, Cloak, isn't he? Feel like he's going to take a game by the scruff of his neck. Look at that kick off one leg as a long bomb. And belted away by Morris with Gilby to help. They've had 6 free kicks given today, the Doggies, and Scott West has got half of them at 3.
Well, he goes in and gets it, puts his head over the ball, has no fear.
Thomas over the back. Pendlebury clever. Very well done. Fraser to Burns, and Burns hooking and hooking, coming back. He's got it. Pendlebury can make a footy talk, can he?
He's so exciting, and talk about licking the lips. Mick Malthouse just delighted with the progress that he's making. He's taking his game to a new level and now becoming one of the most important players. Rockety would have thought, oh, Pendlebury, we're going to have to put someone on him. Given it to Griffin, and him and Griffin had a wonderful tussle so far.
If you put a St Kilda jumper on him, you think it was Dal Santo sometimes.
Michael Malthouse, 6 seasons with the Bulldogs, including a preliminary final in 1985, his 2nd season. And Rodney Eade had his first coaching victory in 1996 when Sydney defeated Collingwood by 34 points. West went to ground. They work it out of the middle. He's got it now. Kicks down towards half forward. In front is Hahn. Closing press to Giacomo. Had him early. Had him long. And the free kick will go to Hahn.
Or just slung him after he got rid of it. Probably not a bad free kick to give away because he was away. Holds up play.
It was, as they say, a professional free kick because Prestigiacomo was on the ground. Hahn ready to run. Probing kick from behind. Goldsack was over the top. Johnson's got it and feeds it back once more. Got it from Shaw. Behind.
I'm a firm believer, Dennis, that players that have had a basketball background that play football have more skills than those who have just played footy. Scotty West and Pendlebury, 2 great examples.
Reece Shaw. Presti keeps his feet this time. And then attacks inside the 50. Maxwell, not quite. How many times would have Presti taken the ball inside 50?
In his career?
I'm thinking.
It's 14, Bruce.
I reckon he's taken out a defensive more. It's not 14, Dennis.
I just get lucky. Just looking at that stuff when Bruce asked me.
Darcy, McMahon. We're a good team. Well done, Goldsack. He's settled, hasn't he?
Well, he got one back on Higgins then. He got one on him earlier.
Pendlebury continuing to grow here. Becoming more and more influential. Rocker. As an ex-key forward, you could just see that one coming.
There was only two people that knew that. It was Rocker and Pendlebury. Everybody else thought, oh, no, he's ignored the first lead. He'll kick it to the hot spot. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. And Pendlebury just getting better and better and better.
Well, he kicked the first goal of the game, then had one shocker. Improves the angle. It's a goal. It's a beautiful kick. They're back in front.
This is the Heroes event.
Anthony Rocker, starting the day, had kicked 30 goals in 15 games against the Western Bulldogs, including 5.
Pendlebury now going forward, Dennis.
Last season, 5 round 9, 1999. Pendlebury having an influence in this term, but right now it's going the other way. Johnson, penetrating kick at the back. Higgins, no push in the back. Johnson goes off the ground. Leading the race is Ackermanis as he goes, barking the instructions. Well done, Ackermanis, slips it away. Now a kick from Higgins from about 40. Going back, trying to cover the football. O'Brien bounced on its point and through for a behind. Sure to bring it in. Wasting no time. Comes to Lockyer. Hargrave comes up to meet him and effectively closes him down. Tarkin Lockyer. Across half back. Goes for distance towards half forward. Rocker, you figure he's going to play a part in the outcome of this one. Onto the loose ball, into space. Didak's got the run of it. Coming up down there was White, got a boot to it. There's a whistle, and it will go Collingwood's way to be taken by Maxwell.
Front position.
But you're taking him high.
Sat on his head. That's a free.
So Maxwell's got it. He'll kick from 35. Bulldogs got a couple of goals clear. Couldn't shake the Magpies. They're that sort of team. They're coming back stoutly. Another poster.
Well, Collingwood's forward line just causing a few troubles here for the Western Bulldogs, but at the other end, the Dogs forward line not working too well at the moment. Johnson, Hahn, Acker, all relatively quiet.
And Johnson on the ball too, Ox, so that's an admission that they're trying to get him into the game. Hargrave, he juggled it to himself a bit, and here is Johnson deep. Cooney's just come off the interchange. So a couple of their key goal kickers, they're big too, you would think, at half-back at the moment. Cooney's floating kick, not great. Cross, Shaw just took him on. And then Shaw's kick, not great. Cooney, little one. Addison, and wasn't that good a handball, and Addison threw it. But I meant the not such a good handball was Cooney, because Addison was set up there.
Come out, hey, come out!
Doggies in a little hole right now, I reckon.
Yeah, they are.
They've kicked the last 3, Collingwood, and they've got them slightly rattled. Burns, Davis, that's improvisation. Davis just took off to the pocket. Now Swan's come off the interchange. Davis doesn't need him. That's just beautiful. Just love watching it, don't you?
Oh, beautiful. Can't buy that. Cannot buy it. We saw him do it before, but he gave it off to Fraser. And he just knows his ability. He knows, but this bit of play here by Heath Shaw, that's what pace is about. Missed the kick, but, oh, they're exciting at the moment, the Pies.
Was Daniel Cross flat out? Because if he was...
I think there's a big discrepancy in the pace between those two. Quite very, very tired legs.
Problems for that man. Leon Davis is booted too now.
Don't think we can underestimate the pace of Collingwood. Very quick running side.
Heath Shaw outstanding on that occasion. Too quick for Daniel Cross. Lockyer dragged down. Ball ricochets wide. West head down. Won the hard one. Griffin's away. One bounce. Arches the back. Runs beyond the wing. Kicks inside the forward 50. Darcy is the target. Prestigiacomo reaches over the top and knocks it out of bounds.
Saw Darcy really take the game by the scruff of the neck last week in the last quarter against the Demons. Reckon he does his best work in the ruck.
Prestigiacomo cast in the role of a ruckman, as you'd expect, beaten, but Turvey got the football at ground level. Burns bounces one around the outer side. Pendlebury edged his man out, but couldn't find the football. It beat him across the line. Rocker taking a spell. His side up by 10 points. Sellout crowd at the Dome. Boundary throw in outer side. Fraser up this time. Knocks it down brilliantly into the path of that man Swan. Swan goes inside the 50. Maxwell feeds it back outside. Taken by Burns. Davis a little chip. Too tall down there for Dick, but Dick onto the loose ball. Crumbs that one. Pulls it down towards the pocket. Going back down there was Cloak. Couldn't take the mark. Now an opportunity for Harris. Oh, dismay. Harris must be holding the football. No, the umpire lets them play on. Hargrave to Griffin. Hacks away through back to Harris, who stays balanced this time. Well, sort of. It kicked it straight to Didac.
He's nervous at the moment, Brian Harris.
Griffin was just outstanding there under the pump.
Well, what was the umpire thinking? He had an eternity to get rid of it.
Do you get the feeling he's kicked it to the wrong bloke, Harris? Didac's going to just try and eat this up. He's going to lean back and give it everything he's got.
What an amazing piece of play. Harris, well, got the skates on.
And just look how good Griffin was under the ball.
Well, that's how he missed the ball. Or incorrect disposal.
That's right.
Well, and Didac, he's back to his best. He's kicked that from 55.
He's a bit special, that fella.
Oh, my word. Times are changing down at Collingwood. Buckley's jumper used to sell the most. Well, Dale Thomas 2-1 at the moment, and I reckon number 4s will be starting to sell at a fair rate too.
So Fraser, Collingwood have kicked 5. They are boiling here.
Holding the ball. Dylan Addison took him on, didn't get a handball. Took him on, didn't get a handball.
Feel like the Doggies are getting blown away at their own game a bit, aren't they?
Well, they're being beaten for pace at the moment. They're being beaten in the one-on-one contests.
And improvisation as well. Collingwood's imagination out there today is really exciting. I reckon if footballers, you could measure their IQ, that Pendlebury right now being Mensah. Here's Cross to Gilby. Now, could Gilby do something here? No, decides to just kick to full forward. Higgins, Nilly. They need a goal, the Doggies. O'Brien, missed by Presti. Off the ground, Higgins. Goldsack. Hahn. Holland. And then Holland to Fraser at half-back. He was off. West has got him. Little handball. Lockyer. Good result. Davis. Now he's going to try something here.
On the wing, Davis settles, looks down towards half-forward. Swan trying to find the football, did pretty well. Spilt the mark at the last moment. Slips a hand pass away. O'Brien's got it. Comes back to Davis.
Good
up
pressure.
ahead. Cloak is calling for it with Harris. Harris goes back with him not required in the contest. Help coming from Street. And I think if you could measure Brian Harris's stress level, he'd be calling for the Lexapro. It's taken by White. Gave it across to support Jan Siracusa. Quiet in this term. White kicks towards half-forward. Bounces in front of Johnson. Leading back in the race, O'Brien. Well, pushing. Goal sack into O'Brien was Hahn, and it will be a Collingwood free kick.
50. His free kick. Hey, we can't hear Carson's free kick. We hear that. Come on.
Well, a very good point that Jono makes there. A lot of noise, packed crowd here. Very hard to hear the whistle. And really, he wouldn't know whose free kick it is. He's facing away from the umpire. I reckon a bit of benefit of the doubt there has to go to the player.
Could have been worse, I suppose, if you're choosing what to be hit by. A goal sack isn't bad.
Johnson to centre half forward. Thomas front spot. Had a lot of it. Harris kicked it away. Davis has been quite brilliant off the ground, poking it forward. Holland, Davis, stretched out his hand, then he's gone. He put the ball down, he's holding the footy.
Gee, there's no room at all, is there, for no margin at all for error.
Well, right now, Griffin's one of the few doggies that can keep pace with the Magpies. You feel like some of them have been blown away.
Yeah. Signal there that he's going to go long.
Looking forward to your top four in a moment, Ox. Missed there by Brian. Ray hasn't had much impact, and he threw it in the end, and it'll be a boundary throw. But who are your top four, Ox?
Well, we're talking about Mensah, Scotty Pendlebury being wonderful. Jan Siracusa had a pretty good start to the match. Ben Johnson as well, and Boyd, we saw him carve the avocado before, Bruce. Wonderful.
Well, you've had a lot to choose from, I reckon. Ray, Griffin, Thomas and Pendlebury, and then O'Brien, and that footy can't come out.
And there's probably 3 or 4 players pretty stiff not to be there, but it's a top 4, not a top 8. As Hahn's coming off, and Eagleton just make the forward line a little bit zippier for the doggies.
And you just know Collingwood think they're tougher than the Bulldogs. Enjoying it in close. Street knocks it down. Thomas looking to hack his way through. Pendlebury, look away, hand pass. Davis inside the forward 50. Chopped off by Morris. But the Bulldogs under real pressure here approaching half-time. They can ill afford to concede another goal.
Well, they need the next one.
Morris comes back to Harris.
Don't see the doggies often taking so many through the behinds. They normally have the poise, the speed.
That obviously wasn't 15. That's the call, and he backed over the line, I think, thinking he'd be paid the mark.
No. Not the required distance, then.
Understand that, but that was pretty anticlimactic as the ball comes out towards the half-back line. Hargrave, incorrect disposal, perhaps dicted brilliantly. O'Brien over the top to Thomas. Thomas's searching kick to the pocket. Cloak. Now, he hasn't kicked accurately this season. He got one beauty earlier today, then missed a couple of easy ones. If Collingwood ever needed something big from him, this could be the occasion. Approaching half-time, this could be the psychological knee buckler.
We'll see if he leans back on it or not.
In he comes. Cloak, 25 metres out. Kicks, and kicks truly. That hurts.
Got a real sniffy of the Pies. The doggies having real trouble getting it out of their defensive 50. Errors at the moment, but pressure by the Pies forwards to enable the ball to spill free. And on the counter-attack, Gilby up against Cloak. I'd be having my money on Cloak every time.
Last 20 minutes, Collingwood 6-2 to 3 points. So big problems for the doggies. Cloak one of 4 Magpies with 2 goals in the opening half. Boyd did handball. All O'Brien and McMahon both courageously at it. And then O'Brien in a bit of strife here, I think. Okay, no.
That typifies the game, doesn't it? 2 blokes' eyes on the footy. Look at this. That is beautiful. Harry O'Brien, he has played an unbelievable first half. Maybe should have had him in my top 4.
Given Johnson a lot of worries, hasn't he? And he's followed Johnson into the midfield. Johnson's kicked to half forward. Dogs need one before half-time. Gian Siracusa. West terrific to McMahon to full forward. And Cooney's got it. Scotty West created something out of nothing at centre-half forward.
We spoke about it. It's the basketball connection. Getting in and under, getting it out, and being able to see things, hear the voice and go to it.
So Cooney to become the big goal scorer in the opening half, to kick his 3rd, and to get a late one for the Dogs and to give them something to think about at half-time. He gets his 3rd.
He might be the one. He might be the one that stands up today and says, right, Collingwood, not going to give it up without a fight. Too strong for Reshaw in a one-on-one contest. I think that's one area that Adam Cooney has really improved over the pre-season, got stronger, reads the ball really well. We know how good he is. You don't go that early in a draft if you're not any good. But Scotty West, one of the oldest on the field, just a beauty, just an absolute beauty to get in and under and get it out to his teammate.
After 22.5 long minutes, Cooney gets a goal. The Bulldogs denied for that length of time. And during it, Collingwood had a scoring feast. Bryan down to Burns. Dying seconds of the term. O'Brien comes away, sends a high ball in. Rocker settles, outnumbered, spills to the back. White's got it, draws a man. Over the top to Morris. We're down to 14 seconds. Gilby kicks it out towards the boundary. Shaw is there battling with Addison. Runs it across. Clock stops at 8 seconds.
Well, I need a third man up to come over the back if they're going to have any chance at scoring.
Okay, we've drawn it up. Let's see what happens. Street, of course, will have other ideas. Wins it decisively. Down to Ackermanis. Slung.
Spoke about it. He could be the man to step up for the Bulldogs. And as we just have a little bit of a look down in the forward line there, a couple of unhappy players. He's sure one of those. But Cooney just read it better. If you're going to fly, if you're going to be the third man up, knock it away. Because if you don't, that's what your opponent will do to you. Cooney, too smart.
How long did that take, thinking back to the opening of the game?
18 seconds the first one, and about 20 that one. And Cooney's kicked 2 goals in a minute and a half of footy. Right on half-time and right at the start of this half. And don't they make a difference to the scoreboard?
Sure do.
Suddenly, the Doggies back within a couple of kicks after Collingwood had blown them away in the second quarter. So, Ox, once again, as you said today, game on. Gilby to West to Griffin.
Good chase.
It was a great chase, and it means that O'Brien's got the footy at centre wing, and he can go bang to Cloak. Good mark. Cloak and Rocker, the two big men that are fired up forward today.
And the Bulldogs would love one of them, wouldn't they?
Cloak to Rocker. Gilby, a bit easy that one. Harris able to keep Rocker out of it. Gee, handball to Hargrave, and then comes back to Boyd, to West. That wasn't 15. Eagleton. So the build-up as Boyd's kick across the ground to a good one-on-one. Didak back to O'Brien.
Well, he gave it off. Held him too long. Crowded forward line here for the Pies. Could probably just go long.
It's gone to Johnson on a long lead and got him. Johnson down in the numbers last week. Had a quiet game for him. In fact, he's quietest since round 17:05 in terms of the stats. Now he improves his angle, gets to 50. That's a great-looking kick. Won't quite get there. Down to you, Ricky Olorinshaw.
Yeah, in the first half, Collingwood made a very high number of interchanges for them. They made 36, but their normal average is only 26 per half. Obviously worried about the Bulldogs' running game for this second half.
Gilby to bring it in. He's played tall this afternoon. Done some good things in tight situations against tall opposition back there. To himself. Drives it around the outer side. Cross will need to go. Can he get there in time? Well done. Better recovery, though. Lockyer, as you'd expect, and he slipped. Lays it off. Beautiful. Clever O'Brien. Back to Lockyer, who finds a man right on the 50, Maxwell. The only sunshine on the ground. There's Rocker up ahead. Maxwell goes for distance. Rocker and Harris. Rocker. Harris so conscious of Rocker.
Really smart play by Maxwell too, to get it in quick. He was one out, and Rock will worry most batsmen one out.
So Rocker on the boundary line. You can see the computer going. How will he play it? Well, little sneaky slide of foot, and he finds Pete Shaw 25 metres out.
Set play there, set play, and really smart by Rocker. They just kept it open, and once again, it's another really good play inside, attacking 50 for the Pies. We saw it with Leon Davis and Maxwell, and with Tuvey earlier on. Set play.
They have constructed some goals today. Really disciplined. Cleared the space. Shaw came in, got the football, and now brushes the post. That wasn't in the equation.
He hasn't kicked a goal this year, Heath. He probably hasn't had too many chances. That was a good one. So a let off for the Dogs.
And this is where they're having trouble getting it out. Normally they run it. They're just having... Oh.
No.
Hey. No. Got me on the side one, mate.
No, you did two.
Right on it. Thanks, Anthony. Anthony now, mate.
So back to the front of the goal square.
He's sharp, Ray Chamberlain. He doesn't let anything get past him.
And that doesn't help in the pressure stakes for Gilby when he kicks the ball in next time. Rocker did very well, Rocker, and then hooks it back and kicks the goal.
I ask you this, how does that happen? Should never, ever, ever, ever happen. Set play again, Maxwell over the top, poor defence by the Doggies, and Rocket Eade will be pulling what hair he has left out of his head, because that should never, ever, ever happen. But really good play. They're smart. They've got their set plays going, the Pies.
It really is a thin line. The umpire said Gilby was careless. Rocker was callous. And suddenly 12-9, 9-8. And after that great opening goal, the Bulldogs outscored in the term so far. Street goes after it, but not in time. Fraser laid it down. Timely boot from Eagleton. Fraser goes again. Hand passes at 5 metres. The Collingwood player could have been held there, Swan. No free kick. Ball up.
Just been really diligent at their stop plays, Collingwood. Been very creative. Haven't seen a lot of that from any other sides. They're really outthinking their opposition at the moment.
Street laid it down, stolen away by Turvey. Irresistible Collingwood at the moment. Turvey inside the forward 50. Pendlebury tripped, will get a free kick.
All right, Bruce, Mensah, you've dobbed him. What does he do?
Something clever.
Here, Pendles.
No doubt.
Pendles.
Well, you've made it.
He's climbing. Yes, he's climbing the charts with a bullet. So Pendlebury, nice matchup by Michael Malthouse too, banking on the speed of Pendles against Cross. Pendlebury, good-looking kick, just slides it across the face. Now, did that hit the post?
Definitely hit the post. Yeah. Hang on. I touched it. Go away, please. Off the hands. I didn't see it off the hands or not, so I didn't see it hit the hands. You saw it hit the hands? Blow it out. Good work. Thank you.
Excellent by the boundary umpire. He was spot on. We'll have a look at this. There you go. Touch. Hit the post. Beautiful.
Tossed in. Fraser from behind, trying to force it towards the square. Hargrave tackled immediately and a ball up.
This is where they've got to be very careful here, the Doggies. Collingwood being very crafty at stop plays. Just have to watch for that third up. Someone ducking behind.
Street belted it away. Dick was a little quick for Gilby. Morris, and then Maxwell, who's starting to have a real influence. And then O'Brien. He's kept it in. Pendlebury. Oh, he is clever. And then comes back to Fraser, who's in range.
He's my favourite now, Bruce. He's my boy, Dennis.
You are
Fickle are you?
The Ox is so fickle, he'll change in a week.
No, I won't.
Of course he will.
Oh, number 10 on my back by the end of the night.
What, in black and white?
Yeah, he could almost make me change.
Teams, that is.
Jeez.
That's right.
Exactly.
Fraser. Just like to talk factually. Lovely kick. Beautiful goal. He's kicked a couple like that today.
Josh Fraser taking a break, and it seems no coincidence in the AFL these days. If you kick a goal, you come off the ground. Tactical, I would think, to try and befuddle the opposition.
Well, I'd be missing them. Nothing worse than coming off.
That's right. You would think the guy's on a high. Taken out of the middle, Ackermanis. Not 15's the call. Lockyer did well. Ackermanis goes again, knocks it to his own advantage, falling to the ground, lays it off. Gilby under pressure. Kept his head, or did he? It's going to be a free kick down the ground in any case. Intended for Boyd. The ball, he's got it now as a result of the free. Plays on, steps Burns, goes to Street. Awkward bouncing football. He decides to spike it. And it's out of bounds.
Just saw a shot of Jason Ackermanis. He was recruited for games like this, to actually turn it on. If ever the Doggies need a lift, 25 points down, Acker, stand up and deliver.
Could speak to his agent very shortly. Hahn tossed it over the shoulder, was held without it. Well, this is a moot point.
Simon, he didn't have the football, and you dragged him to the ground. Mitch Hahn, holding the man, he never had the football.
Watch how he disposes of this ball.
Didn't have control, I think the umpire was trying to say.
Yeah, that's a real grey area, isn't it?
Yeah, just let that one go.
Let's go with the ump. They've been pretty good today. Hahn steps inside the 50. His club needs a goal. Mitch Hahn, I think, has delivered. The Queenslander from long range.
Back to game on. Acker going into the middle of the ground. Rockety realises too that his star will need to stand up. Doggies, they got it forward on that occasion. Not through their usual run. They're actually working really hard to get it inside their attacking 50. Their forward line hasn't really worked all afternoon. They're still within striking range, though.
That's a tough call when you look at it, though. If he's paddling the ball around, he's got to be in possession, doesn't he?
Bit lucky, I reckon, the Doggies there. Hahn's free kick, but he did kick the goal under the pump. So back to 3 goals. Centre clearances 3-zip Doggies way this half. Darcy, West, manhandled. Almost assaulted. Hargrave, Higgins, still with Higgins. Gian Siracusa strolls in and misses. Wanted to give it off, which is his way. Had to go positively at the goal and didn't. So a big let off, and on the rebound, Swan outside the 50 takes it.
Again today, Dane Swan having a lot of the football. John Siracusa missing from close range moments ago. Starting the day.
Well worked there by Tuvey.
Tuvey's got it now. John Siracusa averaged 16 possessions in 9 games against Collingwood.
Tightened up here, the Doggies, just really manning on man.
Tuvey. Shaw was in front, goes after it. Cloak trying to reef it back in. Down goes Shaw. Johnson on top of him, and a bounce close to the boundary line down towards right half forward.
Oh, Scotty West just really copping it.
Obviously.
Just making him earn it there, Dennis.
A team target.
They took him right to the footy. Yeah, nice to the footy, Luke.
Luke Darcy. Whoop. That's Australian for oops. Bryan inside the forward 50, wide of the mark. Going back is Cloak, though. Thought about laying it off. Didak took his eye off the football. For no other reason, I think, that he was worried about where the boundary was. It's out of bounds.
Scotty West, as we saw being tackled before, he's had 5 touches this quarter already. He'll step up. You know that he'll deliver what the Doggies need.
Well, he's where he was last week, Ox. He's got 20 for the match. That's what he finished with last week. Reece Shaw hooking back, a behind. So he had a season low of 20 against the Demons. Godfrey on him last week, and today he's at 20 as we speak, with about a quarter and a half remaining. So Gilby under pressure with the kick-ins. Answers beautifully to Darcy. Can he impose himself on the match? Not a good kick. Shaw, that was a poor kick to Johnson.
Just reads the ball so well in flight, Shaw.
And then Locke just skimming past, and Rocker's within range.
And this is what they've done. They've counter-attacked beautifully. When the Doggies have turned it over, they've made them pay.
So Rocker from 55 metres, launching one.
Gee. And that was like a short pass for him. He didn't even give it everything.
What, you're wearing number 23 now, are you?
No, we've still got the number 10.
Here's Gilby. Again, looking for some option. Goes straight down the middle, intended for Cross, and finds him. Well done. Cross just dropping off the pack. Johnson, Gian Siracusa now needs a finish. He can run inside the 50. Lines up. Now he goes short. Not sure that's the option. Street had it knocked away. Johnson, the loose ball. Well done by the defender. In trouble down there was Swan, knocking it around, still going. Scramble towards goal. Ackermanis. Sockers from less than a metre out goal.
I can't tell you how good Brad Johnson was in that piece of play. He was in the centre of the ground. He got back down. 2 efforts, 3. Quick to get it onto his boot, just to keep the ball alive. The golden rule with forward lines is keep the ball alive at all costs. And the Doggies did that. We talked about this dog. He's the man. He's the man that's going to get the Doggies back into this game.
It was like Jason was saying, we need this goal, but you know what? I need it more than we need it. And he just got there in time. He's on the board.
Being diplomatic.
He wouldn't put his own performance before the team's, would he, Bruce?
No, I don't mean that at all. I just meant that he was hungry for a goal, and so were the team, and he delivered in the end. As West and Cross so often do, Street the target. He's had an interesting day. Goldsack, what a baptism of fire, his first match. Holland to Lockyer. So Collingwood leading 13-11 to 11-9. Aubrey at centre wing. Running hard, Johnson. Back to Aubrey. Aubrey's little chip. Rocker. Not quite this time. Holland spent it before he had it. Higgins was all over him. Dick was brilliant. It's your end, Dennis, and it's another poster.
The only post that hasn't been hit today, Bruce, is the right-hand one down there. Leads the league. The time's being hit.
Officially gone to another level this game now.
There's Boyd at half-back across the ground. Gian Siracusa. Lockyer ambles up and takes the mark. Gian Siracusa to Hargrave inside the centre square. Where's Brad Johnson? Down towards half-forward. Just lurking. Should he be the target? Hargrave thinks not. Goes very long. Darcy coming up, gave a contest. Spills in front. Ackermanis once more. He's starting to percolate. Comes across the ground and finds Higgins.
Well, Backer on the left. He's not natural left. You would think, though, looking at that, and Higgins, one of the best finishers for the Doggies. Have a look at this. This is what he's recruited for. And that's what Doggy supporters love to see.
So Higgins, normally a very good finisher. This to get the margin back to just 9 points. Distance will not be a problem. Neither will accuracy. Dogs are coming.
It's hard to keep good players down all afternoon. And the Doggies, well, their forward line wasn't working too well in the first half. Just pushed Heathshaw under there, Ackermanis. You know, if he gets it on anywhere in the half-forward line, he's always going to spot up a target.
And he pushed Heathshaw off very cleverly, didn't he, before the contest? Good finisher, Higgins. Beautiful left foot, not for the first time today from Acker. Mickey Malthouse's boys being run down just for the moment. 5 to zip out of the centre in this quarter for the Dogs. Can they make it 6? They do. It didn't go far, though. Burns able to cut it off. Wide to Cloak. This is the closest they've been since the 20-minute mark of the second quarter, the Doggies.
Really been impressed with Tuvey today. He's kept Eagleton down to 6 touches. For a kid that's only played a handful of games, pretty good effort against an experienced 250-game player.
Well, we did that match, Ox, with Tuvey, Cox and Dick coming in, and we see Dick out here today and Tuvey, and they're both doing very well. They've gone the distance in the short space of time between that first match and this one.
Certainly have.
They're on the front cover of the Herald Sun that day. McMahon to Boyd. Higgins and Goldsack. Lockyer. 150th match. Good kick to Maxwell at half forward.
Goldsack did very well there. Got the ball on the ground.
Quick.
Maxwell, high ball. Rockers the target. Oh, good mark at the back. Harris didn't use the hands. Here's the chest.
He did the right thing too, Maxwell, getting it in quick to give Rocker an opportunity.
McMahon is going to get a free kick.
Oh, gee.
It'll come back. Reassure a bit stiff there.
Well, exactly. What was that for? Chopping of the arm. Well, taking his eyes off the footy.
These umpires generally have been on the ball today.
So that's why we bring it back. Cut plant in front of the mark. There you go.
Just how quick Reeshaw was in closing there was impressive, though, wasn't it?
They've been terrific all day, Collingwood, with that aspect of their game. Eagleton, one of his rare touches, as David mentioned, has got the ball at left half back. 9 points the margin. Plenty of time remaining in this third term. Street under the football. Too nimble as Fraser. Good Shepherd Didac. Fraser comes short. Maxwell ghosting across in front of the lead from Holland to take the mark.
He's got a new role at the moment, hasn't he? Playing that defensive forward.
He's a very handy player. Maxwell short of the wing. Kicks to half forward. Harris, hands in the back, I thought that time, but the umpire was perfectly positioned. He decided it was not, and Harris takes another timely defensive mark. Just pops it over the top now. Morris can run here, looks down towards half forward. Addison needs to go. Got a kind bounce, Addison. Realises who's chasing, takes him on. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. There's a vapor trail behind that kick as Gian Siracusa takes the mark. 40 metres out, almost directly in front. That was searing.
Well, nothing you can do as a defender. We know how good the doggies are. When they get the footy, their foot skills are as good as anyone in the competition, probably if not better. Beautiful, beautiful precision kicking.
Daniels had a few chances this afternoon. Needs to kick this one. In he comes. Good-looking effort. Splits the middle.
If you're far.
So 5-1 to 2-5 in this quarter. That accuracy important for the Dogs. Back to 3 points. And they've kicked 4 goals, 1 to 3 points since Fraser's goal. So they're having a really good run here. And it's showing on the board. And Cooney, who's kicked 4 today, on the burst. And suddenly, the wheels are turning, aren't they? The momentum shift is quite dramatic here. And you pinpointed Ackermanis Ox 10 minutes ago, and he has delivered. Not in quantity, but in quality. Darcy, Presty, Darcy, and hooking and missing.
Oh, and Ackermanis was at his feet too. He could have given it off. As much as Ackermanis needs a goal, so does Darcy.
Well, that is a bit symptomatic of where Collingwood are just for the moment. Gituvi's a clever player. Did very well. Reeshaw to some space. Now Didak's got Thomas, and he was good enough. And Thomas now bursts away. Johnson kicks to his left foot. Acker runs him down, and does really well, Acker. I was trying to handball to you, Dennis, and it was just too quick for me.
What about the old legs of Ackermanis here? Goose-stepped him. Beautiful.
Superb. Days of yore. Half back. This is White. Towards half forward. Higgins launches himself. Goldsack at the back didn't touch it. Higgins has got the football. Now the Magpies are being challenged. Following up, White kicks inside the forward 50. Taken by O'Brien. Away to Lockyer. Lockyer inside the defensive 50. Kicks towards the wing. Thomas comes at it. Very quiet this afternoon. No. No. Out of bounds.
Well, he heard the call. Can't blame him for that. Reeshaw not happy. He'll give away a free kick here.
In the back.
Silly.
In the back.
Got to be composed.
Morris has got the free on the wing. stakes are high, and the crowd lapping it up. Here's Hahn. Got Johnson in the air. Goes down towards half forward. Harbrough right on the 50. Man on in the pocket. Should have given it. Eagleton was that man, but Boyd's got it anyway. Boyd goes in. Dogs in front.
And that's Boyd's second. Beautiful play by the Doggies. Silly, silly free kick. Reach short. Here it is. Just got Dale Morris when he wasn't watching. We'll see it here. And couldn't have chosen a worse time as Ray Chamberlain right there. Harbrow had Eagleton in the forward pocket. But Boyd is becoming a very, very important player for the Doggies. They're up. The Pies are starting to stumble.
Well, Boyd split the middle a couple of times today. David Smorgan looking on. The Smorgan's happy.
You'll have the coat
He's
off
not
soon.
sure. He's not sure if he's happy.
Well, he's tense. But he just knows they've hit the front, and there's been 9 changes of the league today. Burns out of the centre. Big high kick to a hot spot. It came off Gilby. Pendlebury read it well. Went back to Burns. Burns looked up. Goes to full forward. Eagleton filled the hole courageously and took the mark. And players, Dennis, that we weren't calling in the first half, we're starting to see, like Eagleton. And here's Hargrave. Gilby should have used him. He was inside and didn't, and then kicked to a space that Lockyer was running into. Harbrow put some pressure on. A wasted opportunity. Hargrave really should have used Gilby. And now Collingwood on the burst. Shaw, who owes them one, comes wide to Pendlebury.
He's coming some ground.
Right half back. Oh, they've got the GPS out tonight. There's White. Plays on. McMahon cleverly delayed it. Higgins. Johnson. Griffin on the overlap. Bacon square. Turns the defence around. How will it bounce? Well, it didn't run on. It kicked up, and that was enough. Collingwood conceded behind.
2 big errors in the last 5 minutes by Pies' younger players, Dale Thomas and Pendlebury. Good to see his next effort there.
That was a strong mark by Dale Thomas.
Just got it back for his side.
Thomas, who's donkey to Ronnie Wearmouth's Shrek.
And Pendlebury off.
You're better
Holland
than
on.
that, Brad. You know there's no need for that. There's no need to put your elbow down on his head. Silly.
There was plenty of cushioning. That would be the argument. Here's Thomas. Goes to half forward. Beautiful kick too. Some skill there. The mark and then the kick. Whoops. Clark. Oh, well done. Great reflexes on the mark by Hargrave. Towards half forward. Higgins stayed on his feet. As a result, it's 2-on-1. Just one man inside the forward 50. Higgins spots a second coming in. That's Hahn. Too much carry on the kick. Burns at the back. Goes to Lockyer. Comes out to O'Brien. The defensive side then at the 50-metre arc. Back to the pocket and Burns. Momentarily taking the heat out of the game. Prestigiacomo.
Oh, Presti.
This has been a classic this afternoon. Obviously no basketball background there.
No.
Prestigiacomo creeps up to the wing. A telling thumping kick though from behind Morris, able to knock it away. Cross emerges with a football. Got it away brilliantly. Harbrow's hand pass. Morris. Now they run it out as the kick comes up from Addison towards the wing. Taken by Lockyer. Lockyer sends it back in. Hangs a long time in the air. Oh. Well, the name may be Rocker, but certainly he didn't have the Roberto Duran hands there. So subtle. Such wonderful finesse. I'm not talking about what you're seeing now.
Presti.
Someone deflated the ball on him.
Bouncing it on the point. Oh, great stuff.
What a wonderful test of strength there, won decisively by Anthony Rocker, coming in to kick his third.
He's had a couple like that today, hasn't he? So a big miss, and The Pies' inaccuracy, they've been inaccurate over the last 3 weeks, and it's costing them right now. I know it says 13-13 on the scoreboard, but they've missed some easy ones.
Geez, Heath Shaw one in particular, where he hit the post so close, could have just given them that much more of a margin.
Eagleton from West.
Pies have taken a lot of marks inside 50. In fact, this quarter, 8-2.
So the Dogs right back where they wanted to be. They would have been very happy if someone had showed them this scoreboard. And at half-time, another blue here. Harbrow couldn't quite. O'Brien. The O's have it for the moment to Holland, to Rocker. Harris did so well. Rocker's probably slightly stiff. Hargrave, 50 metres out, kicks a goal. A magnificent goal.
Wonderful play there. Brad Johnson coming off for a rest, coming on. Jason Ackermanis, but when your defenders run the length of the ground and create efforts like that Harris did, he gave it up to his partner in crime in Hargrave. And what a wonderful finish, and what a difference that makes. Rocker misses, Hargrave makes it. Beautiful stuff, and they'll get their numbers back here, the Doggies, just to build the wall.
And for the first time this season, the Magpies have conceded 100 points. And still plenty of time.
3 loose plays back now for the Doggies.
What a transformation. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. Pivotal. 10 points the difference. Charging through was White. Since he's been on the ball, things have gone their way. O'Brien in defence to the wing. Ackermanis will send it back in. Good shepherd from Cooney. Short down towards West. And it trickles out of bounds.
Well, the big one now is whether the Pies kids will stand up in this last quarter. Very, very important that Thomas and Pendlebury and the kids that have done so well for the first half get their hands on the footy.
This has been something of a classic this afternoon. If ever a game deserved a big finish, this is it. Ackermanis, so many storylines. He's one of them. Kicks it down towards the pocket. And again, it's out of bounds, and the clock stops at 37 seconds. Rocker taking a seat. Ample opportunities to improve on his 2 goals this afternoon.
Sean Higgins has been important too for the Doggies.
So the Maggies hanging on here. O'Brien. O'Brien. Acker's got him. He's had a big third quarter, Ackermanis.
Stood up, hasn't he?
To the same end that he had the big last quarter against Melbourne last week.
He was stiff there too, Acker. Either holding the ball or deliberate.
O'Brien again, and again Acker to Cooney. Torpedo punt. Interesting kick. Higgins front spot. Well done by Swan. Davis and Lockyer. They find the line. Is it deliberate? It is.
Oh, they're always hard to call, but he had the courage.
So West probably not the ideal guy here. Left footer. Can he find Cooney short?
Whoa. How big's this?
This is what we dream of. Players dream of kicking them after the siren. I know it's not the final one, Bruce.
Well, he hasn't kicked a goal this season. He probably has had very few shots, to be truthful. He's forever giving it off. He's cramped in the pocket. The odds are...
Thanks to a 7-goal third term, have wrested back the lead. They trailed by 17 points at the major break. They're up by 11 now.
Dale Thomas gone straight to full forward. Griffin going to pick him up. He'll sit right beside Anthony Rocker. There he is.
Full house at the Dome. Umpire McInerney with the football. Street and Fraser, as they did at the start. It's been a classic so far. High bounce. Both of them collapsed. That's an interesting call.
Never got your hands on it. Back to Peter, please. Back to Peter.
Street gets the free.
Make sure you get your hands on it.
Big leap by Fraser. Penalised. Morris comes to Gilby. He's been good today, Gilby. Goes down towards half forward. Coming up is Higgins. In pursuit is Shaw. Higgins running out of space, feeds it across to Darcy. Darcy back to Higgins. Higgins finds space from 50. Goes long. Johnson lurking behind. Pushed across the line by O'Brien, behind.
Well, I think he's the Mensa of the Bulldogs, Bruce. Higgins, very clever. Gets it, knows what to do, has a very good sense of where the goals are.
He's professorial.
Darcy was good in that instance too. So for the third time today, they lead by 2 goals, do the Doggies. Collingwood have had the big leads of the day. Lockyer run down by Ray. Collingwood still get it over halfway. Thomas runs it out. Darcy coming hard against him. So let's see how Thomas and Pendlebury and the youngsters go in the final term. They have been very good for 3 quarters, or for much of the 3. It was all Doggies in the third, 7-4 to 2-6. Davis was quiet in that third quarter. Free kick to Cross. It'll come back.
No advantage. Back in.
Doesn't kick it too often, Cross. Nothing's changed. Ball kick. Cloak from Boyd. And then the kick into Cloak. Paid. The mark paid. Is there advantage? Or Pendlebury. He'll kick it.
Take that jumper home tonight, get Mum to say the 1 and the 0 on.
Do you know what? I wish they'd take the advantage out of the game.
Yeah, that was a poor call by the umpire. He should have called it back, but well, look, Pendlebury just kick a nice run there. They got it in. A poor turnover by the Doggies in the centre of the ground that cost them a goal. And Gilby just saying, very lucky on this occasion. You're not going to get another easy one like that again.
And I think it's fair to say that umpire Mark Getz was the most avid Collingwood fan in the stadium after he called advantage. He might be wearing jumper number 10 tonight. Got him out of a hole. Nice finish by Pendlebury. Back in the middle. 6 points the difference. West didn't have the football. Swan, meantime, kicks it inside the forward 50. A goal to tie it. Cloak goes after it. Still Cloak paddling it towards the line. Takes it across. Or did he? Out on the full.
No, surely not. Surely not.
It appeared to be out of bounds.
It was out of bounds.
Well, he kicks it straight into the turf too, doesn't he? Anyway, Boyd's got it. These umpires, as we've said all day, haven't been on their game. Have we been saying that?
No, we haven't.
Surely we said something. Here's Boyd out of the back pocket. Up towards the wing. Fraser being held. Almost a spectacular mark. Turvey pushed off the ball. Clever by Street to Eagleton. Now he's away. Eagleton. Punishing kick inside the forward 50. Johnson hanging on to O'Brien. Manufactured something. Got boot to ball. Shaw paddles it in front. Clever. Lockyer's got it. Well, Lockyer found himself girt by Shaw's. He kicks it out towards half-back, and the mark is taken by Heathshaw.
And that is the Shaw to Shaw, wasn't it? As he goes to Fraser at half-back. So Collingwood coming back within a kick. Lovely kick off the boot. He's been good today, Cloak.
Had to make ground, didn't he?
And Cloak hooks it to the pocket. Pendlebury got an arm on it, and then got an arm on Boyd. Didac. Well done, Addison. Ray left it. Cross. Got to get it out.
Look out if you can.
And they can't get it out.
David, no time for gentlemen.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's right up for grabs at the moment. It's not a bad stat there. Doggies love it here. Telstra Dome.
It's a big record, isn't it? 17-5 in their last 22. Fraser around the corner. Griffin got Lockyer around the neck. And Collingwood playing its first game here since round 16 last year. Ricky, the end that Collingwood are kicking to, there's been 19 of the 29 goals scored. There's no breeze, is there?
No, there's definitely no breeze. The roof is open, but there's definitely no breeze to speak of.
But it's where the goals have been today. Tuvey can't quite. Street, West, away they go.
Cross gave it back to West. Eagleton is a wide. One bounce, his second. Runs beyond the wing. The game hangs in the balance. Eagleton down towards half forward, finishes. Darcy on the lead. The big man with a chance to really impact on this game now.
Well, it's been a story of one-on-one footy, but the doggies will wear you down on the counter-attack. They're so good. I think Tooby might be starting to get a little bit tired. Eagleton just getting his hands on the footy late in the game.
20 gone!
Darcy, 1 goal this afternoon. 8-1 from set shots this afternoon, the Dogs. Darcy, stuttering approach. Long, telling kick. Clears them on the line. Goal to the Dogs.
It's swinging at the moment. Pies just have to be careful on the counter-attack. We see it here. West opens it up. Just watch Leon Davis off to the right of screen. Decides not to go at the player. He's just running, guarding no space whatsoever. He had to go over and put pressure on Eagleton. Didn't. Too easy going inside. Not good enough.
Darcy's been averaging 9 disposals, 4 marks this season. That's exactly what he's at right now, and he's kicked 2 goals. He's had a good last quarter. And Eagleton, I reckon, was very good against Melbourne late, and he's been very good against Collingwood late here. The Melbourne game last week, Street was a good idea, but the execution not great. Fraser, Rocker, well, it was a throw, wasn't it?
Yep.
Hargrave to Boyd.
He's been good.
Kicked a couple today, Boyd. Street and Fraser. Cross. Pickpocket, wasn't it? Cross to Ray. Ray's got Acker. Goes to him. He goes on. Looks for it and gets it. The little fella loves that.
Coming up in 7 News, convicted terrorist David Hicks back on home soil, the desperate appeal to the mother of baby Catherine, and the hero neighbour who came to the aid of 4 international students. Details at 6.
I don't know what I've done, or if I like what I've begun.
I came to take care of you.